Yeah, good evening. My name is Maria Walker Cannell, and I am one of the Young Neurodiversity Champions who you can't see right now because my camera isn't working. So I have two ways of being neurodivergent. I was first diagnosed with giftedness when I was 4 years old and high functioning autism when I was seven. So, in terms of communication, what's always worked for me throughout my time at school has been really clear, direct instructions. I cannot learn if people give me vague suggestions or if people offer information in the hopes of me obtaining instructions from it. I need things to be really clear, to be very purposeful for me to be able to understand and do them. If teachers do not give me clear instructions, or if they give nice dainty comments to try and get me to do something, I'm going to have no idea what to do. I forget the name of it, but earlier we were talking about this idea of communication, which is to give information in the hopes that people will extract instructions from it. And the example that we were using was, say, if you wanted a child to get their school bag to go to school, a person might say, "Oh, your school bag is on the table," in the hopes that the student will then go, "Oh, that means I need to get it and go to school." If you said to me, "Oh, your school bag is on the table," with the hopes of, get me up, go to school, I would look you in the eyes and I would say, "Yeah, okay, what do you want me to do about it?" I can't extract instructions from uh, general information. I like things to be direct and clear. Some people think that makes me a very harsh person. I disagree. I think it is just a way that I learn, and I would much rather you literally just stand over me and go, "Get your bag, go to school, get outside," because then it would be done and hopefully would be much happier. So I guess that's also what doesn't work. So vague statements. The other thing, I need everything to have a clear purpose behind it. If you want me to do work or to do other activities in the classroom, if I don't know why I'm doing it, I'm probably not going to get it done for the standard that you want me to do it, or that I would want to do it to, because I don't understand why I'm doing it. And this goes for instructions at home as well. If there's something that I'm told to do at my house, my first question is always, unless it's blatantly obvious, my first question is always, why? Why do you want me to do this? And if there isn't a clear reason as to why you want me to do something, I'm probably not going to do it, because I don't just do things for the sake of doing them. I try and do things because there's a purpose behind them. So I think one of the ways that this pops up, it's probably not the main way, but just it happened recently, is that in my history class, I'm in year 13 currently. In my history class, we are doing a certain internal where we need to look at an event in New Zealand history, and we only have 2 weeks to do the actual internal. We're spending about 4 or 5 weeks studying all the options we could pick from, doing little mini tasks, and we'll only end up picking one. Yeah, I'm not doing those mini tasks because that means I am in the class to get grades so I can go to university or go wherever I want to. I'm not doing those little pre teaching tasks because to me, there isn't a purpose to that. Unless it's a event I'm really interested in, then I'll do them out of my own curiosity. But I'm not just going to do them because I have to do them. Well, I don't have to do them. I should be able to choose what I do based on whether there's a clear purpose. Um, what's the other one? What's the other one? Uh, the impact. Well, it's very simple. If you give me clear instructions, if you have a purpose behind the instructions, I'm going to get the work done. And I always try my very, very best to get it done to a high standard. I like to get the top grades for everything. I like to get things done for a high standard. And I like to make people happy and proud with the work that I do. And I think differences in teachers in terms of my work ethic in the class and the quality of my work is directly linked to the clarity of instructions that I get. My music teacher, for example, he has dyslexia. He has first-hand experience struggling with being a neurodiverse person in the school system. even though he was born overseas, he explains things clearly. He explains why everything is important. He allows me to ask questions if I don't understand, which I'll touch on a bit later. And I walk away every music class learning stuff and understanding why stuff is important. There's no, it's easily my best class. And it's clearly because the way that he teaches is clear, it's direct, and everything that he teaches, it's clear why he's teaching it. On the contrary, various other classes, particularly my aforementioned history teacher, I I generally obtain good grades, but my work ethic in the class is not as good. I don't walk away from the class thinking I've learned as much because he teaches in a very vague way. He does not give direct instructions or direct information. He uses the aforementioned style of giving instructions, which is the stating the information and hoping you can extract instructions from it. I hope that someone is able to correct me on the term of that later. Uh, and it's clear that the negative impact that has in my schoolwork and my work ethic. Last thing
Mm,
I'll say is that
right.
allowing me to ask questions is incredibly important. I like to learn about stuff I'm interested in, and I need to be able to ask questions. I've been told so many times that I'm in class that I'm banned from asking questions, that I'm not allowed to ask questions, that I ask too many questions. If we want kids to be learning and if we want kids to be curious about the world, we need to allow them to ask questions. If there's stuff that I'm interested in, I want to find out more about it. That is one of my neurodivergent traits, which I could not live without. I love the fact that I'm curious and that I love learning about the world and learning about things that I'm interested in, having these special interests. So please allow students to ask questions, even if it's questions for clarification on instructions, which I've had to have. The worst thing, one of the worst things that could happen to me is when I need clarification and it's not given to me because, oh, I already explained it. It probably wasn't explained in a way that suited the way I learn, and I feel I should be able to ask for clarification. So whether it's for instructions or information, asking questions is a great way of improving communication between teachers and students.